I'm gonna take you guys along with me on this entire journey to Japan, in Japan, what I'm learning, and what exactly I'm doing there. And it starts right now because I'm gonna give you a bit of an explanation and then you're gonna help me pack. Not gonna lie, it feels kind of weird that I'm bringing you guys in my room because usually I'm on the go and this is my personal space. This is like where I sleep. So I feel like this is the next step in us getting closer. My flight to Japan is tomorrow morning. I'm super excited. A little bit worried because there's a typhoon happening in that area and I will be on the lookout for updates to see if it impacts my getting there. Welcome to my bedroom. We're gonna talk, what am I doing in Japan while I fold my clean laundry? Maybe I shouldn't have my underwear in this shot. Like, I don't think I'm ready to go there yet. Okay, Japan. I will be in Japan for 5 weeks. 4 weeks I will be working and living on a matcha farm. Yes, this is a Stanford internship. And every student at the GSB, at Stanford Graduate School of Business, has an international requirement. And this international requirement can be fulfilled in a couple of ways. Like you could take a class, like sit in the classroom at Stanford to fulfill this requirement. There's a couple of classes that, check that off. Oh my God, struggling. Another way you can fulfill it is by going on a global study trip, which is basically 30 students, 30 Stanford GSB students visiting an international country, and basically they learn all about that country from a business standpoint and they do a bunch of cool cultural stuff. Unfortunately, it is a lottery system and I applied to all of them. There were 7 of them and I didn't get a GST and I was really bummed, because that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Stanford. You're learning, you're visiting startups, you're visiting companies. There were 7 in total. Vietnam and Singapore. UAE was another one. Kenya, Australia, New Zealand, and there are 2 more that I don't remember right now. But anyways, so this international requirement, what I did end up getting is this internship in Japan, which Stanford pays for my flights to go to Japan. It is a Stanford program where I think it's been running for like 7 or 8 years now, where students from the GSB go and intern on this matcha farm. I applied to this, it's called GMIX. I think it's like Global Management Immersion Experience. My first choice was to go to this matcha farm and I interviewed for it and thank God I got it. And actually I think this one was quite competitive because I talked to a couple of my classmates and my interviewer told me that he interviewed a bunch of people. So praise the Lord that the interview worked out for me. So I won't be going alone. It's 2 of us who will be working on the matcha farm. I cannot wait. Oh my God, in 12 hours, I will be at the airport going to Japan. That's wild, which probably means I need to go to sleep very soon. I've been to Japan, only been able to explore a little bit. I went in 2018 for a work trip, believe it or not. So I was in Tokyo for 1 week for work in 2018. That was an incredible trip that LinkedIn sponsored the whole thing. It was so fun. It was when I was in APM. Different story for a different time, but basically I got to see a lot of Tokyo, but nothing else really in the country of Japan. So I'm excited for this to see Kyoto, Osaka, and travel around a bit more into the countryside. So I'm really looking forward to that because I will be on a tea farm, a farm. It is 105 degrees. There's that typhoon in Japan. So we shall see, we shall see. What am I even doing on a matcha farm? So basically, this is a mom and pop shop and they harvest green tea leaves and they make ceremonial grade matcha. So they're basically a direct-to-consumer company. They have cafes, but they really need help with their marketing and targeting in the United States. And also in the hotel tourism space, which I don't really have any experience in directly, but since I was a product manager at LinkedIn, we specialized in figuring out what is the human experience that people are going through? What are the problems that people have? What do they want to feel when they're having experience? So we're gonna help expand their tourism, their Airbnb experiences that they have on the tea leaf farm. I like drinking matcha, but really I've had like Trader Joe's matcha, I've had Starbucks matcha, matcha in New York City, and it's just like so commercialized, and like you lose so much of the intimacy with what you're drinking and this entire culture behind it. So I'm excited to go to Japan and really see from like the roots, like what is matcha, what is the history behind matcha, and what better way to learn it from the people who are making it themselves. I cannot wait. I have such a good feeling about this summer, but I think it's gonna change my life. I'm not kidding. And not to like put that pressure on myself, but I really do think this time in Japan will be transformational in a very good way. Okay, let me show you a little bit what I'm packing. This is the backpack that we're bringing onto the trip. We have some essentials, sunglasses, passport, Kindles in here in case I want to read. Honestly, I just have my Kindle. I never really want to read on the plane. I want to watch like 3 movies and not read, but we'll keep that in there just in case I have a change of heart. We have some Trader Joe's snacks. We have that. This is like the single most addicting thing at Trader Joe's. Dried mango. I have my earplugs. Ooh, I brought some face masks so I can use them on the plane. Laptop will go here, and then my journal. This is the outfit I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. Obviously, I already have it planned out. Here is one of my checked bags. I have like all my toiletries in here. I brought a towel just in case the matcha farm doesn't provide towels. Rain jacket because it's literally raining for the next week there. I have my undergarments, my socks, 2 pairs of shoes, and then I usually roll all of my clothes, but then I saw a TikTok of someone literally stacking it, and I think it's so genius because I have so many clothes right here just like stacked. So this is all the clothes that I'm bringing. I'm a big fan of like Japanese like street style and like their sneakers, and I just think I'm gonna buy a lot of stuff there, so I do want to keep a fairly empty suitcase. So why don't we check off the things that I already got. Things to pack. Earplugs, eye mask. I showed you that I already packed those. Good morning. It is the day of the trip. I have to call an Uber in half an hour to go pick up my classmate Savannah, and then we're gonna head to the airport. Took my final shower before my 11-hour flight. We got black tank top, we got some Lulu leggings, and then we put a Lulu sweatshirt over. You guys saw the outfit last night. Sav and I are in the car on the way to the airport. She's looking up eSIM possibilities so that we can get data and service while we're in Japan. How you feeling, Sav?
Good. Nervous, but good.
The single sourdough.
Just what's left, just the crust.
Surprisingly very quick to get through security, and well, to get through with our checked bags and also security. God bless TSA pre-check and God bless clear. So we're pretty early to the airport. We're like 2 hours? No, like an hour and 40 minutes before boarding time. I would consider that a win. So just waiting for Savannah now before we head to our gate. Chaotic times at the airport. I'm at the MX Lounge, and it was actually one of the most productive like hour and a halfs that I've ever had at a lounge. I wrote my Substack post that's going to be released on Monday, tomorrow, and oh yeah, I got health insurance, international coverage health insurance, which I feel like is an important thing to have. So I'm gonna head to the gate. Wait, I'm getting more and more excited as I'm walking to the gate. Okay, I know this is dumb to say, but it literally didn't feel real / doesn't feel real, but it's getting more real that I'm going to Japan. I think it's actually starting to set in. Not me spending $6.61 on this water bottle, but it's an essential for the plane. Sav already journaling?
No, my to-do list.
Which is?
Classes, resume.
Oh, cute. I gotta do that too. It's very, very humid. That's my first thought, is that it's not just hot, but it's very sticky feeling right now. We landed in Osaka, and something I'm noticing is that people's sneaker game is very, very strong here. I'm impressed. I may walk out of here with a couple of sneakers myself. Gonna get some snacks, some bevies for our trip into the countryside, onto the matcha farm.
Okay, we can split both of these if you want, but this one's the tuna one.
Oh, excellent.
Baby green frog. He looks like one of those plastic ones that you get as a kid.
This is the tea farm. We made it to the matcha tea farm. It is almost 2 a.m. US time. I'm faded, but it's almost dinner time here. So I need to go take a shower to wake myself up, kind of get situated. Savannah and I are drinking some black tea. I think I'm gonna wake up a little bit with my shower. But we made it! Yay! Savannah doesn't want to be on camera, but she also...
I also made it.
Yay! Bye!